Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Whose weave wig is worse to you? Vonetta's wig or Letitia's weave? Which hair is worse? Vonetta's, she need bangs, but she's probably menopausal. She needs to pull that wig closer to her eyebrows. And Letitia, I guess you just gonna never slick your hair down so it can blend in with that wig, that weave. I guess it's clear that you do your own hair. And how many black people are in Iowa, child? I'm impressed. We saw it one, two, three, it might be 10. How many more? I'm impressed. Never thought to visit there. And I'm convinced that Shantae, you know, her 3 kids that she has, I'm convinced that all 3 of those kids are by different dudes because Shantae, she does not know much about relationships. Her communication sucks. Okay, besties, what am I talking about? Whew, let's get into it, honey. Love After Lockup. Season 5, episode 35, true or false. Uh-huh. On a scale of 1 to 10, what we gonna rate this episode? I thought it was good. Yeah, I like it. This show cracks me up. I'll give it a good 8. I'll give it a good 8. Let me know. Put down in the comments what you rate this episode. And are we renaming? Uh, I could give another. We could rename it. We could say Shantae and Shantae? Question mark. It's 2 different spellings because the new one spells hers with the she found her E. Because this Shantae has not found her E, her Y, her I, her nothing. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start off. Let's start off with Kim and Joey. So Joey starts off in his confessional, child. He's so stressed out with these kids. They wake up on Christmas morning, and I don't think he would expect it, being woken up a few times during the night, kids crying, picking their nose, jumping. He's sleepy, he's tired, and they get up, and Kim tells him to close his eyes, to come outside. He's like, what, me, what, me, what? Kim gives him a car for Christmas. You know, the car, the one that the father was fixing up. I think he was just cleaning it for him when she bought it. So he's surprised. He is very surprised. So he's like, oh, you got this, we got the same car. They look like the same, maybe different year. You can tell a small difference. Almost the same color. Oh, that's so nice. Now remember, Kim has air tagged the mess out of everything he owns. Bags, wallets, pockets, shoes, the car. So she knows wherever he's going, what, blah blah blah. That she says if he doing something he ain't got no business doing, then he won't be driving. Oh, you're gonna still put up with his mess. He just not gonna have a car because you're trying to control him, honey. People like Joey don't care about a car. Now he gonna get where he got to go. But baby, Joey was excited, honey. Did he not go in the house and change his clothes without taking a shower? Uh-huh. He took off them pajamas, put on a whole new outfit, and was like, and texting somebody. So she's like, who you texting? And he's like, nobody. And we all know nobody is somebody. And so she's like, oh, in my past relationships, that nobody was a red flag, that it was somebody, and it was never a good thing. Right. It's either another chick or a dealer. Duh. He woke up stressed. He might need some medicine to deal with your kids. Did you not think of that? He didn't either. Okay, and he's out. So she's questioning his whereabouts. He's not answering not one. Where you going? Don't worry about it. When you coming back? You leaving on Christmas? Oh, that's not what, blah, 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 blah. He couldn't even lie and say, well, I'm going to find you a Christmas present because I didn't gift you one. I've got presents for the kids and you got me something. Let me go get you something. Even though we do know everybody's closed on Christmas, especially in that little small town, Eden, North Carolina. So he's riding through the hood. He taking us past the cemetery. His best friend is there. Best friend was speeding down that same road, racing a Mustang. He didn't have his headlights on. Hit a oh god, I'm just like wow. He hit a power pole and he lost his life. And so he's mentioned how he hasn't been able to grieve. And this has been like, it's been a long time, like 2001, I think. And he hasn't really grieved, but he's passing by the cemetery. And he was just saying how normally he would be high by now. And he knows he can't do that this time. Okay. But the kids are overwhelming him. And so he taking us through the hood, honey. He telling us how he's showing us where the white rock, where you can buy the white rock. He telling us how he got into it. The person that told him how to do it, when to do it, what to do, knock on the door, offer it, sell it, cut it, cook it, bake it, bag it. He gave us the whole woo-wop. And I'm like, oh, Kim, your karma is brewing, honey. Your karma is brewing. Next, Julian and Christine the catfish. Baby, I'm going to say this every week. Every time they on my screen, that woman does not look like her mugshot picture. That mugshot picture was 7 months ago. She don't look nothing like that. Did she have a stroke while she was in this prison? Child. And all the pictures of her and her kids with her mom, especially the one with the purple lipstick. Baby, who is that woman? Where is that woman at? She cute in those pictures, but who you are today, that can't keep still, talking and moving. The mouth is twisted, the eyes is rolling, and the hands and the movement. And oh my goodness, what, Christine? What happened? Does anybody know what happened? I'm not, that's not my strong suit, but what's up? Is this like the residue of drugs or is she still on them? Like, what is going on? Okay, so they're back at the hotel. Production is so nosy. They asked Julian how many times did they do it. He said 4. And you know them squares they got it going on. The little nerd dudes and the squares, the ones we be overlooking, them the ones right there, girl. So the cat, he even looking like he didn't get no sleep. He is like, these fools was up all night long, interrupting me. I'm trying to stay on this bed and give me some sleep, and the bed kept moving. He even was falling asleep in another picture they had of him. Poor cat. So she thinks Julian is ashamed of dating her because she hasn't met anybody. They're not making plans. Like, I guess she expected a big old welcome home dinner or a party. Girl, you got out of jail. You didn't come home from Iraq. Shoot, learn your place in life. And so I'm looking at her like, look at you. First of all, Christine the catfish, everybody in his family will be looking at you the way I look at you when you're on my TV screen. You are nothing to write home about. You can't keep still. The drugs has really got you going. Your mouth is twisted. You're really nothing to write home about and nothing to brag about. And once you get around people, you seem like the type that would just tell everything. He ain't telling nobody about y'all yet. Calm down. Calm down. So he went. So I guess the SEX was good, honey, because he took her down to the hair salon and got her hair all the way together. She got her color, cut, and curled. I heard that lady tell him that'll be $195. I said, get your money, girl. So she did look better. So I guess I can see if she put on some makeup, I guess she would pretty much look like those pictures, but not with this mouth twist and all this. So anyway, so he asked her about calling her mom to go see her son. And her mother triggers her. That's why she has a problem because we're gonna blame it on somebody. So we're gonna blame it on her mom. But her mom is wrong because she realized she had a problem with abuse. She went to her mother for help and her mother took her kids. That was the right thing to do, but you did not help your daughter. Yeah. So their relationship is volatile, as you can understand. And she doesn't want to see her mom, but she really wants to hold her oldest son. But moms, will have her ready to go find some medication that relaxes her. So she talks about being very middle class before all, everything. She got addicted to prescription pills, is what happened. And before that, she was very middle class. She had the house in the suburbs, the minivan, the kids were going to school, they working, she's working and paying bills and do woo woo woo. And then she ends up in her grandmother's basement, unable to see her kids. So they decide to go get a game. Looked like it was categories in a plastic bag. You couldn't even get a gift bag. And they dropped the game off on the mom's porch for the son. And I think there was a note in there. I think he put a note in there. So he even said that he has got into it with her mom before. So she's crying as they're leaving because they're headed back to Julian's, where he lives, and it's like a 5 hour. He lives 5 hours away from where they are now. And she says her twins are in Ohio, and she's just like not used to not being around her children. And it's like, yeah, you are. You've been in and out of jail. You robbed banks for drugs. Why do you need to be around your children? Like, you need to get it together, girl. Okay, so that was that on that. Who we gonna go to next, child? Let's hold on. Where is Letitia and Keith, child? Let's talk about Letitia. I think Letitia scammed Love After Lockup. I think she had a plan. She got her butt on this show so she could make her some more money to get out this hole she done dug for herself. Why don't you just go pawn the wedding ring? $15,000? Yeah, you was tripping. So she goes, remember she was leaving last week. She was on her way to go see this paralegal. So she gets to his office. Why was he all ready for her? He's sitting at the desk. He got files. He got her file out already. Did they talk on her way over there? Because he was ready to go when she got there. So I'm looking at the paralegal, and he just rambling like he's some jailhouse lawyer. He done fed time, and he don't even have his top teeth. He got like about 6 bottom teeth. That's it. He has no teeth on the top, and he's sitting here talking, using a couple big words with her. And I'm just like, wait a minute. He went to jail. He got himself out, and he's gotten 40 or 50 people out. And you said he came recommended by someone who was in jail? Does that mean he got that person out? Girl, you needed to run some references and call some of these 40 to 50 people and ask them, what was up with Ben. And I felt like Ben was about to ask her for some more money. Like, well, I'm going to do this and do this, but I'm going to need another. I just feel like he's scamming her. And so then he going to say, now that the public pretender is out of the way, I'm going to send this over and I can get to him because they don't care about him. It was like, and I guess the public pretender, he meant to say that on purpose, being sarcastic. That's what he calls him, I guess. So it's just like, Letitia, you spent $15,000 on a ring. but you trying to get someone to fight a case, not an attorney, you go the paralegal way, what is he gonna do? And he wanted $1,000 and you want results. Girl, your priorities are messed up. Your priorities are messed up. You need an attorney. You need to take that ring back and go retain a real attorney. Why do you think a parrot? Well, she said, somebody said, you, she's less than smart. I don't know what to say. So then Letitia and her two little pieces of hair that will never lay down this season, she goes out to dinner with her friend Nikki, another black person in Iowa. I'm just so impressed. And so she's telling Nikki she is just so stressed out and she's embarrassed because somewhere in her mind, since he has gotten people out, she got this in her mind that he was going to get out. But why does she keep saying ASAP immediately? That's why the sister didn't come to the dinner, because she know you capping. You didn't brought his family together. You got these girls thinking he coming. The young baby cried when he did. You got her all in a tizzy, calling him daddy. Well, it's her stepfather, whatever. You got her anxious. I think you just jumped the gun a little too fast. But I think you scammed Love After Lockup trying to get on this show, had them thinking he was getting out so you can get some money to get out your situation. Because now she wants to get an attorney. Well, duh, her money is funny. Well, duh, the legal bills. Duh, she got to keep money on his books. Duh, she got to pay her employees. Duh. And so then production asked her, how's her business doing? And she was like, I don't want to talk about my business. And then she grabs a bottle with a straw in it and slurps it. And I'm like, you drinking a wine cooler during an interview? I digress, Letitia. Will you please? And maybe that's why she can't get her hair done, because she is running out of money. But baby, you can at least slick that hair down with some serum, some spritz, a little brush, a little spit, a little water, some lotion. Oh God, girl. Put some olive oil. Girl, slick that little hair down. Put a clip in it. A bobby pin, a hairpin. Put a flower in your hair. Make it look better. Put a hat on. How about that? Letitia, put a hat on. Put a scarf on. Put a little band around it. Anyway, she'll just go buy a wig. Hope and Arthur. Oh God. Pink and Triangle, as I affectionately call them. Arthur and his mom are having a heart-to-heart conversation outside on the streets of Dallas. They're having ice cream outside at night. And she's talking about how she lost him when he was a kid because she worked a lot. She was a nurse's assistant. She worked 16 hours a day. And she said, I left you to figure life out. And so he said, Mom, I'm not mad at you because I made these decisions. Like you did good, Mom. I just rebelled against you. And so he's crying, like real tears. He's remembering what he did to get arrested this time. And something about helping somebody out, some blah, 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 blah. And so he was supposed to be at home doing his laundry, like his mama said, and no, that ain't what he did. So he's just reminiscing. He said he think about the mistake he made every day when he was in jail. And she is just like asking, pretty much begging him for quality time. Like she wants to cook for him. They want to sit up and watch movies. She want to hold him. And I get it. You guys are saying he's grown. What is he, 29 years old? We get that, but he's been in and out of jail for a long time. And she doesn't see him as a 29-year-old. And you would have to be in her shoes to understand what she's going through. And I'm having compassion for her because I see the pain in his eyes. He's crying. They need to spend some time together to get their relationship solid. They cool. They say the loving words, but they haven't spent. She hasn't spent a lot of time with her son, and it's her child. She deserves it. I'm just, I understand it, but at the same time, you can be with that old frumpy girl Hope. You can be with Hope. She don't trust her because she can see right through her. Trust your mama. She ain't leading you wrong. She don't want, she ain't trying to hate on you. The girl was cheating on you and all this and all that. She don't like her. But that's not the problem. When you get out of jail, I just feel like when you get out of jail, you need time to yourself to get reacclimated with your family. Why don't you want this man to hang out with his mama? How are you going to win this man and be in a peaceful, loving relationship, Pink, when you're fighting against his mother? That's a fight you won't win. You're going to cause tension in your relationship because of this. It's never going to go away. He's going to always think and cry. He's always going to pull away and be distant from you. He needs that time. You have a truck. Get you some pickups and drop-offs from Dallas to Vegas and let that man go spend some time with his family. She wants him to see his sisters and brothers. Why are you stopping this? Why? What is the point? What is your point? And another question. What's up with Pink's family? Where's her mother? Does she have a relationship with her mom and her dad? Does she have sisters? I got questions. What's her family dynamic? She sounds broken. She sounds very broken. There's no father around. What's up with you and your mom? Is she on something? Is she abusing something? Because why are you fighting him against his mom? Why are you fighting his mom? Why just why? She just wants to spend time with him so they could work on their bond. I see nothing wrong with that, but he wants to stay miserable in Dallas with Pink. No, you don't. You don't. You just said that you want to be with your mom. Anyway, so moms don't trust her. And he's just like, I just don't want, she doesn't want him to go back to jail. So he tells her that they can't pretend like jail didn't happen. And she's not trying to pretend it didn't happen. She's just trying to fill the voids. And, he's trying to say, like, I changed. We understand that, Triangle. We get that you're grown. You change. You a man now. She's not trying to change a diaper. She just want to hang around you to get to know you. You remember, you just said you changed. She doesn't know you as a man. So she would like, I don't understand why you don't want to hang out with your mama. Why does she even have to ask? It should be automatic when you get out that you want to go see your mama and your brothers and sisters. What is so odd about that? The first thing you should want is that favorite meal that your mama cooks so good. What? Why is this weird? Oh, God. She wants to fill the void. He changed. He's not the same before jail. Well, duh. We see you got this triangle on your face. You didn't have that before. So he gets home to Pink. Child, she is in the dark standing by the door. I thought she was going to have a skillet in her hand and hit him. Hope is up. She want to know where you been. It's midnight. She mad. She cooked you all your favorite meals. Cooked all your favorite foods. It's food on the stove. He go look. She don't like that she didn't know where he was. What's up with these dudes when they go outside? They act like they don't know how to work. They probably don't know how to work their phone. True, been gone for 13 years. Why y'all not texting these girls back? Golly. So she didn't like that she didn't know where he was, feels like he's choosing his mom over her. You just sound dumb, Pink. You sound dumb, and you got a long road. You have a lot to learn, and it tells a lot about you. This says a lot about you. Where your mama at? Where is your mama? Zaria and Troy and Karen. Karen would be perfect for reality TV. Karen had me on the flow. Karen is the MVP. Child, what did she say? The title of this episode should have been something out of her mouth. We had a lot to choose from. Let's get into it. So, Karen comes in the house and she on some Tiffany Haddish vibe. This is nice. This is nice. She is hilarious. She's like funny and childish at the same time. And she has no filter. So Zaria asks, like, how's it going? Zaria asks, how's it going in Buffalo? And then he brings up his daughter. Troy is her name. I think that is so cute. A girl named Troy, that's cute. So he hasn't seen his daughter in 7 years. So Karen is like, your baby mama, she's a great mom, but she is just a beep. So he's like, well, you know what, Mom? I'm grateful that she's kept my daughter safe. Then Karen goes in on the BM. She this, she that, blah, 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 blah. So clearly they don't have a good relationship. And Karen, no one's going to have a good relationship with you because you act like a kid. Like you're stuck. Like you're not mature. So you rah, 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 and people got to rah, rah back with you. Everybody not going to let your slick mouth slide. So Zaria and Zion, the food that they ordered comes. They're in the dining room setting up, and they think it's weird that she's just talking about Yana so much. That's the baby mama, and so Zaria says that this is giving her anxiety. It's giving her anxiety, and I was like, no, it's not, girl. That psychic broad, your friend, that girl is giving you anxiety because she done told you that your relationship ain't gonna work, that it's another one that still want them and gonna come get them and blah, 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 blah. No, that girl has given you anxiety. You almost fell out in this office, then you went outside and it was full of anxiety. Karen didn't put that in you. You was triggered, but you already have it. You already had the anxiety. So she was like, is she going to talk about your BM all night long? And Troy is like an upright dude. He a good dude. He's like, no, baby. He know all the things to say and do. I like Troy. He wants to be married. I like Troy. I like him. So he's like, no, baby. So Karen asks her, what's wrong? And she says nothing. Here we go. That is what you should have said in a polite way that I would appreciate that when I asked you to come visit me and your son, can we just enjoy and have family time and you not bring up the baby mama because it just makes me uncomfortable? Why couldn't you just say that? Why couldn't you just say that? So it's time for bed. And Zaria don't let Troy sleep with her. So the mama's on the couch, he's on the other couch, or should I say love seats. And she's like, you sleeping here with me? You're not going to sleep with your wife? She said, I don't want to be in nothing uncomfortable. Exactly. And so what's wrong? What you think? He said, I don't know. Maybe you talk about Yana too much. You already knew what was wrong, Troy. You know your woman. I like that. He know his woman, but she wasn't ready to talk, and he had to be respectful of that. So she's telling us that she didn't expect this at dinner. Well, I know, Zaria, you thought you was doing the right thing by inviting Karen up here. He told you it was not a good idea. And now you see why. And so she said she just needs her time and space right now. She had a long day because he's asking me want to talk. And she's like, no, I need my time and space. It just was a long day. And saying you're okay is not okay. She's like, I'm okay. No, you're not. Just tell him I need to sleep on it. I need to think. And can we talk in the morning? That's all you had to say. But I don't think he needed to sleep on the couch either. Like, what was y'all going to do but go to sleep? And you don't want to give Karen more smoke than she needs to have. She going to always, put a little 2 on 10 or 10 on 2. but you got him sleeping on the couch. You finna have her go back to Buffalo and talk about you like a dog. She gonna go back to Yana. She gonna go back to Yana and tell her all about you. She wouldn't even let him sleep on the couch, because I talked about you. Yeah, that's all Yana needs. That's all she needs is to hear that. So yeah, Zaria, you didn't do that right. But this your relationship, not mine. But I'm gonna tell you that, besties, you cannot be in a relationship and don't talk. You could be mad, and sometimes you do need time and space to think. But he could have slept in the bed. All you had to do was turn around and say, "Don't touch me. I need to think," and whatever. But keep your man with you, boo boo. Keep your man with you. Oh God. And then right before they go to sleep, Karen tells Troy, because they on the couch together. No, they on two separate love seats. So she gonna say, Yana swears she gonna give you some booty, and he's like, oh. I'm like, girl, that Karen is a hoot, and this is why Troy did not want her coming up there. That mouth, she just don't have no filter. He didn't want to hear all that mess. So the next morning, Zaria apologizes and she talks about what bothered her. Very good, Zaria. He kisses her hand and he rubs her hand and he calls her baby. Perfect, Troy. That is what you do when you got to soothe your boo. But at the same time, Zaria, you can't get mad at him for speaking nice about his baby mama. When a man is nice and he loves you, he should exude that with everybody. Just because he spoke on how good she took care of his daughter, that ain't got nothing to do with you. You shouldn't have felt no kind of way about that. Not one. You mad because the mama was saying how she don't want the baby coming around you and her. This is your wife, but she got Troy over there with the guys she be dating. Well, it's her daughter. She don't know Zaria. She don't want to know Zaria. She still got feelings for Troy. This is what happens. She has to grow up. And maybe she's comfortable enough for the daughter to be around the man she's dating or dated or whatever, her boyfriend, her whatever. It makes sense. If he gonna be around, he gonna be around her. But she's using her clout, to not bring her up to see. Well, I mean, while he was in jail, how was he supposed to see his daughter? She can't go up there because Zaria gonna be up there every time. They supposed to get into a fight in the parking lot. I mean, like it's a lot. Or are you saying that you wanted her to trust Zaria with your daughter? She ain't doing that. No real mama gonna let, especially when they got feelings for the dude still, they are not letting the new boo around their kid. Trust and believe. Okay. So let's move on, Zaria. This woman is a part of your life. That's your husband. She's the baby mama. She's your baby mama too. So get used to it. And she's a good mom. That should be what you want to hear, being that you're a mother too. Take yourself out of the drama. Good man, Jesus. But I know it's hard. So she apologizes. They get ready for church. Ciao. Karen needs a bag for her dirty panties. Then she realizes that she don't have any more panties. So she has to go to church without panties. Then she put on this black dress. It was, a cool little dress for church. She says she looked 12 in the dress. It was black. We did not need to know that she did not have on underwear. And mamas, if you was paying attention to the whatever you packed and whatever you pulled, I guess she didn't pull out her clothes before the night before or didn't realize it, because I was thinking you could have washed your underwear and threw it in the dryer real quick and had it ready for the next day. I mean, hello. Goodness. So mom's is dressed. She don't have no underwear, but she got coochie spray. How you got coochie spray, but you done forgot your underwear? She got a bag of gummies. She took 2 gummies before church. She takes 4 a day. She's offering some to Troy, telling him like only take 2 because they had you giddy, like he. Don't take more than that at once. He's shaking his head like, wow, mama, you did this before church. You wearing no underwear, mom? That's TMI. It's just she is hilarious. So they're headed to church. They in the car. So they all talking about the church gonna burn up when she get in there. She ain't been to church in so long. Then she tells a story about the last time Troy went to church. He walking down the aisle, but he didn't know he was in his daddy's wedding. His daddy was getting married. She talking about, and that's something because she was still banging him because she was pregnant with his brother Vaughn at the same time he was getting married. And we just like, Mom and Karen, keep going, Karen, keep talking. Just keep talking, Karen. And Karen need to take them braids out her hair because, honey, she having a Stevie Wonder experience. She need to take them braids out herself. Don't let it go. Put on a cute little wig. They walking in the church. She looking at the church talking about victory, some fellowship. Oh, it's in the hood. Oh, it's in the ghetto. And so she feel like home, child. She even cussing while they walking in the church. She cussing. And they all like, whatever. So they get in. Child, it's more people in the pulpit than in attendance. Child, they got a full choir and a band, but they got 3 or 4 people in the congregation. They have another sister over there on the other side. It's a white man in the background, don't know where he at. It's a black chick behind them, and maybe 4 or 5 other people on the other side. I don't know if production put this church service together or was this the early service? Maybe this was the 7 o'clock service or the 8 o'clock service, and it's more full at the 11 o'clock. But baby, I don't know. But honey, what? So, child, they in the church. The son sits in between her and Troy. It's Troy, the son, her, and Karen. Karen's gummies have kicked in. Now she laughing at her daddy because he's up preaching. She like, he's funny like a comedian. And then she like, he's so ghetto. He got a ghetto side to him. I like that. And Zaria is like, shh, like, stop. You can't say it in church. And she looks over at Troy like, you get your mama, she is high. And I'm like, Lord, I can't wait till the family meet her. Please come back to this segment next week. I cannot wait. Okay, y'all, let's go on to the other people. Shantae, and True. So now we see that the friend that comes to the gym is black. She black. This the old funky sister's friend. That sister ain't no good. She old rotten old bitter heifer. She ain't got no boyfriend or baby daddy, nothing. Because why you all up in this boy business like this? And you look like you just a little too old to be this petty, but it ain't no age on petty. I am aware of that. But your friend ain't no prize. I mean, she was cool. She looked better than Shantae. But she was just nasty. I didn't like none of that. Okay, so we meet her. Her name is Tisha, but she wants to be called Shantae with an E. And why do you want to be called Shantae? Are you stalking Shantae? Shantae? Are you a stalker? What's your issue? Why do you want to be Shantae? Where do you get Shantae out of Tisha? So we find out that they talked while he was locked up. She disappeared because she was in some other relationship, and then woo wah wah wah. And so he said, if you disappear once, you'll disappear again. I was like, okay, so True not checking for her. So she likes him now. The muscles, but he sure do look good. He got a cool little body. He do look good. He's thick. Yeah, he buff. So she likes him, and he wants to know what she trying to get. What are you trying to get? You know what she want. Look at how she looking at you. You need to ask that other Shantae what she trying to get. Ask her. Never mind, because that Shantae don't talk. So she don't communicate well. So um she hopes, she said they can be friends, but she hopes this can get past a friendship. What, girl? Okay, shoot your shot. Bang, bang. She was shooting her. Can I say she put her cards on the table, I'll say. He's letting her know that he's with someone who has been down with him for 2 years, over 2 years. And she talking about just because they liked you and you was in jail don't mean you're gonna get the same energy once you're home. Your personalities may not vibe. Y'all rushing when you need to figure, don't you need to figure yourself out first? Look at me. Look at me, True. Come into me. What? Come into you? I'm gonna still be your friend. And then she apologizes for ghosting him. And she says, I'm gonna respect your relationship. And then, honey, she tries to be Rihanna. She talking about she the umbrella. She the umbrella. Ella. Okay. Now, True looking like, what? Okay. She told whenever you need it's raining, you can get under my umbrella. Girl, where you get that line from? She talking about, and I know you dress good. How can you tell? The sister been sending you pictures? So she want to dress him, and then she grab on him, and she told me I got bad B energy. So that means you gonna fight and beat up Shantae. She told me I'm fun, and you can call me anytime, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, cause she gonna give him that bust down, child. She said he is effable. Okay, he's effable. So she will be his booty call whenever, is what she's telling him. But I thought you were to be his friend. So he peeped that she just don't care what he got going on. She going for what she wants. And I don't know, some men don't like that, but we'll see. He do though. He down for whatever. He gotta catch up. So uh I'm sitting here looking at this girl. She all in his face. What is this? These clear beads with the one purple bead on the one braid. What is that? What are you doing? So True gets back to the Airbnb. Shantae is packing up her stuff, honey. She asked him, where you been? And he said, I went to the gym. We went to get something to eat. You know what? You don't get tired of going out and getting something to eat. And you don't think to bring me nothing? Ain't no food in this Airbnb. So she's like, well, I thought we was gonna do something. So he was like, well, let me go get dressed and we can figure it out. I thought that was cool because Shantae, I have a question. You got this Airbnb for 7 days, right? You have made not one plan. You haven't made any plans to do anything with this guy. Women, like let's say me, I'm gonna research the city, ask him questions, figure stuff out, surprise him sometimes. You guys gotta eat. But I would have went grocery shopping. You can go out every other day or whatever, but you need food. You need to go to a movie, a concert, a comedy show, golf, bowling, pool. With you know, what I don't get it. I mean, he just got out of jail. It was not hard to entertain him. And so she asked him, what does this mean for us? Our relationship, relationship wise is what she says. Um, Good question. Good question. He kept just saying good question. Instead of answering her, he kept saying good question. And then she just goes on her rant and raving. She just, well, I mean, you don't want to do you thought. So he tried to tell her after he tell her after getting he don't know he don't like how things are going is what he tells her. He not really cool on how this is going. So she leaves and she says she don't care. And so she went in the bathroom, and so I think she went to cry. She came back out. So she continues packing. So he gives her $1,000 and he like, here, so he said, I'm saving this up for a car, but Shantae come first. And so he said, I don't want you to think, take this money. So she acting like she don't want it. Girl, your unemployed butt better take that money. Girl, you better get some of your money back from this dude. You know this is all you gonna get. You better take that $1,000. You need to tell him to find another $1,000. So she crying. True says she tricked him. What? But peep this out. He said you wanted me to feel obligated to you. Like I'm out now and you ain't what I thought you was. And that's why you haven't come to visit me. And because you think I wouldn't have liked you. Well, yeah, Shantae, he has a point. If you would have went up there and he could have saw who you really was, y'all could have wrapped that up then and you wouldn't be here now. But I really think, Shantae, I kind of think you a catfish too. Because them pictures you were sending to him, you don't look like that. And you should. I don't understand. The boy gets out of jail. You got these big ugly braids in your head, them ugly glasses on. You don't have no lashes, no makeup on, whatever. Shantae, you could have went and got a cute hairstyle and some contact lenses, glasses at home. Pop your lenses in, get your little lash. You don't need a lot because your eyes are little. Put a little lash on there and be cute for your man. Like, I don't understand the old frumpy look. All them cute pictures you were sending to him, I know they have filters on them, but you could have been looking close to that. Get closer to that than what you were doing. You messed up the thing. And I'm not saying like you can't be yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But when your man come home, you supposed to zhuzh it up. Put on some lip gloss, some lipstick, some little makeup. Put your little itties out. Put a cute wig on. Get your hair done. Them braids was not hidden. None of her braids been hidden. Who does them? Shantae, just get some new glasses. Can we just start there? I am sick of these glasses. Can you just get a different pair of glasses? Can we start with the glasses? Maybe that'll make you look cuter. Get a color. A little burgundy, a little red, maybe a little green, the tortoise shell. Get something besides the clear. I'm sick of the clear. How about black? Get some black. Get the Malcolm X glasses. We need a different look for you. I'm tired of it. So, okay, y'all. Let me take a deep breath. Because she gets me just, ooh. And I am so, y'all ain't going to believe this, but I am so team true for, and he's a little of a gaslighter, I know, but he's trying to survive. The man been gone for 13 years. He's, like she said, I feel like I'm dating a 17-year-old. You are. But he has learned how to love you. And he's trying to apply what he's learned to love you. And you're pushing him away. You're making him do stupid stuff. I'm blaming it on her. I am. But she ain't fun. And the homebody thing, true, don't you think that has a lot to do with you? You got her in the house talking to you on the phone all day and all night long. You got her in the house. When you call, she ain't out. She stopped living to hold you down in jail. So it should have been very top tier for you guys to be in the streets enjoying each other and having fun. Go to the casino, something. Shantae, you didn't make no plans. It's not like he ran out and you had tickets to stuff and he left you hanging. Like you just was going to sit in the house and just, bump and tickle all for 7 days? Is that what you thought you guys are going to be doing? And it makes you wonder, in the last 2.5 years that y'all been talking every day, all day, what was y'all talking about? Like, to spend so much time, I understand that jail might have things a little different, whatever. But yeah, Shantae, he is right about you should have came to visit. You did kind of catfish him into thinking you was cuter than you are. At least when he got out, you could have been cuter. Okay. I just get so mad. She gets under my skin. So, He was saving for a car. Then she cries. True says she tricked him to feel obligated. Uh, he's out. He was like, you didn't come visit me. You just didn't think I was gonna like you. Um, oh, I'm so mad at her. I'm really getting hot. Well, so he asked. So she said something. She said she should have listened to everyone and put herself first. He asked, "Oh, so you used to love me?" Like, no, he asked, "Did she use him?" What you mean use you? To build you up and to love you. And that was a pretty interesting question. Most would say he was gaslighting her, but you guys, a lot of people, y'all look at these shows and y'all take for granted that men don't have feelings. She has opened him up and taught him how to love. And his question was very valid. I'm serious. Not to say like there is no game plan when somebody's in jail. Of course, he trying to whatever, but I think he loves her, loved her, loved, whatever. So she said no because she loved him. So he was he peeped that she said loved. So he was like, you don't love me no more? Why? So she gets in the car, child, and she drives off. Then we see her down the street. She got to pull over. She didn't even make it off the block because she is so upset, crying. So she calls a little funky brother. It was like, you told me. She got Lord Production is outside the car trying to tell everybody what's going on. And she just broke down crying. And that was the end of the episode, besties. Let me know your thoughts, how you rate this show. It's a 10 because Karen. Oh, we didn't rename the episode. I don't know. She was a mess. Anything Karen said could have been the title. Besties, let me know what you thought about this episode, what you rated. I'm giving it a 9, I believe I said. Karen was epic. To see Shantae cry, to see the other Shantae with an E was interesting. Ugh, she was nasty. Leave her alone. It was good to me. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next recap. Bye, besties.